Shalom, this is Reb Yoseph coming to you from the land of Israel. This week is Parshas Yisro, and in it, the children of Israel received the 10 commandments from HaKadosh Baruch Hu on Mount Sinai. They traveled from a place to Rephidim, and while they are on the road, Moshe ascends the mountain, or once they get to the mountain, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells them that you have seen what I did to Egypt. I carried you on the wings of eagles, and I brought you to me. Then he says, if you will carefully listen to my commandments, Tishma Yishma'u, something like that, the double language of Shema, that you will be to me a treasured nation and a nation of priests, a sacred people. And the people respond, everything that Hashem says we will do, not say, literally. And this is a significant event because it is when the nation of Israel as a whole decides to accept upon themselves the yoke of Torah and to be the teachers of Torah for all mankind. It's compared to a marriage. The covenant is bris, is often translated as a pact, and often is. It's an act of union, in this case between a people and a God. As a result, it's ideas that we are not so accustomed to thinking in terms of them. The idea, so to speak, is that the power of Israel will be their attachment to religion, and part of that's precisely it. The power of Israel will be their attachment to religion. Okay? And it's compared to a marriage. The Baal HaTurim plays with that, and he brings the halakha that a woman is acquired by money, contract, and physical relations, that the money was the plundering of Egypt, the contract is the written Torah, and that the relations in Hebrew is literally be. It's a form of the word to come. And it says, Va'avi, I brought you to me. Brought, avi, is the similar in language. You had covenants before, specifically with Abraham, where in connection with the bris, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that he will be a God to their nation, to his descendants. And later on with Yaakov, with the vision of the ladder going to heaven, he says that if HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give him material sustenance and protection on his journeys, that he will that Hashem will be his God. Word in Hebrew for God is Elohim, a form of power. That's he will be his, so to speak, paymaster and protector. In the case of the adventure in the desert, it's slightly different because it's with the nation of Israel as opposed to with individuals. The idea is that there is a national consciousness, a national entity, a national mentality, a national character. and that this is being shaped right now, and going into it is the mission of religion. Okay? The Or HaChaim says that from this passage we learn the ways that the Torah is acquired. He says that in the case of the people leaving Refidim, it's a play on the word Rifayon Yadayim, literally weakness, that the people lacked fear of God in Refidim, and then they abandoned being, shall we say, weaklings about this. The idea also is when we are talking about the double language of listening to Hashem or obeying, it means working very hard with intense concentration in religious studies. That this is one of the ways that Torah is acquired. The Or HaChaim brings the quote from the Chumash. It says, Ki yamut adam ba'ohel, that when a man will die in a tent, it's referring to basically ritual purity and how it's contracted. A dead body in a tent with a person is a way a person gets ritually impure. But it's also the idea of a tent is, so to speak, like a classroom. That you have to kill yourself in your classes. You have to kill yourself over your studies. Not literally, of course, okay, but it means working very hard. It's also the second characteristic, he says, is to be humble and subservient. That the reason that the Torah was given in a desert is because it's a very low part of the earth that people walk on it. The idea of humility is that people walk on dust being humble, and it gives them plants and sustenance. The idea of extreme lowliness in regards to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The third part is devekut l'chachamim, attachment to the wise. This is the idea that they camped opposite the mountain, and the idea of camping is an aspect of togetherness, and it's an aspect of attachment to Moshe, attachment to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. To a certain extent can be reckoned as a God of wisdom, that a person should, the way that he describes it, going into detail, is that a person should openly acknowledge and testify to the wisdom of a wise man, that he shouldn't deal with them falsely and deny it, and that the people should do this all together, and through their attachment to the wise men, they should sharpen each other's minds through debate of issues and explaining issues to each other. He also mentions in his commentary that the day that the children of Israel accepted the Torah was a happy day for both the denizens of above and below, because the world was created for the sake of the Torah, that a person should be striving in their personal advancement, and through this way we return to the Garden of Eden in the paradise on earth. Thank you.